Alright, so let's start out with a box and put it in our scene. So what we want to do with this box is make it so it's the same width of the object. Okay. Then I want you to unlock your orthographic views because we have to adjust this a little bit. So the center of the object right here, what I want to do is center this on top of it also. I want to center this with the world. And I can do that. Let's say I move this just for a second. If I look at this, I can see the median line of the actual scene. So I want to move this so it's in the median line of the scene also. So now there's a thicker line that goes down the center of the actual X-wing. Okay, let's see what else needs to happen. Looks like that's it. Okay, so what I want to do now is test out my orthographic views. I'll try to make this the same width of the object this way. And here, I'm going to make it the height of the object. And this one, it looks like I got to move the view just a little bit. So I'm moving and lining it up with R2-D2 here. And I can see that the width of the object and the height of the object equals about the same as the height and width of it here. Minus, this one has to come down a little bit, right about there. Okay, this one a little bit up. So I'm lining it up with the nose cone here. So each one of these orthographic views, is just a little bit different. See, I know that this lines up here on the orthographic view, so I know to move this one here. So the thick black line goes in the same little point that in this view it shows up. That's how you line up orthographic views. Okay, now to test it out. So based upon this, I should be able to insert an edge loop here, and this is going to be the front of my plane. So here, it should show up on the front of the plane, and this one obviously is going to show up in the front of the plane. Okay, the only way to truly test this out is in this view. You can highlight the front right here, this face, and then go in here and see if it's highlighted. It is not. It's actually in back of the object. If it was, this face would be showing up. So which view is off? Well, as I said earlier, I probably won't be using the front here too much. And because of that, I'm not really worried if it lines up or not. The only thing that I'm going to be using this front for is the actual angle here. This angle of the wing. And that's about it. But just know that's how you kind of line things up. If they show up here, 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 and here, you should be okay. To get them to line up absolutely perfect, because I know somebody's going to ask that, well, what I'm going to have to do is take this one and rotate it around, all the way around to -90 on this one. Okay. And take this one and negative it. And what I mean by that, I can take an X and put a negative 0.23 here. Okay, so now let's test that out. I should be able to go in here and highlight the face, and sure enough, it's in front of here, it's front here, and front here. So that is how you make it so that works out. If you mess around with things like that though, remember to recenter your part. Recenter it here, and make sure all the things are there. Every orthographic view is going to be different, corresponding to whatever picture you download off the internet. But this is probably the general thing that you can always look out for. This one's always facing down, this one's always facing to the left, and that will make this one the actual front. Alright, so in the next video, let's start showing you how to model.